Hey, what's up everybody? Chris here, and it's been a while since I posted a video. I've been just really busy with family and work and a lot of other things, and it's caused me to reevaluate how many videos and things I can post on a regular basis. And so I've been aiming for sort of, twice a week, and right now it's looking like weekly, maybe more realistic, or maybe even bi-weekly. So we'll kind of see how that goes, but I do appreciate everybody keeping up with the channel, and I got some comments on another video asking when, hey, when's the next video going to show up? So here it is. Thanks for your patience, and I hope you all have been doing well. Hey, as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and please be sure to subscribe. So what I thought I'd do today is just talk about a couple of games that I've been playing and sort of offer my thoughts on that, and as I tend to do with these videos, try to generate a little bit of discourse. I'd love to hear your opinions on these games if you've checked them out. And really what we're doing here is looking at some Xbox stuff, and really just one Xbox game actually. I did play some of The Ascent, which is a lot of fun, but not enough of that quite yet to really have, I think, formed a full opinion on it. I have enjoyed it so far, but really one Xbox game, which we no longer have access to, and that probably gives you a hint as to what I'm going to talk about, but then also a Switch game. So the Xbox game that I want to talk about is the multiplayer beta preview for Halo Infinite, and I really had a ton of fun with this. When I first started playing it, if I'm being totally honest, I didn't, love it at first. It felt to me almost like it was trying to be a little too close to something like Call of Duty, but the more I played it, the more maps were released, and I think by the time it concluded, there were something like 3 maps that were out there. One was kind of a shooting range map, one was a bazaar, and one was a map called Recharge. By the time I got through all of that and had a chance to play with the weapons, to get more of a feel for how the gameplay is handled, I really started to love it, and especially that grappling hook. The grappling hook, to me, gives the game a whole new element, kind of like what you've seen in Doom Eternal, where you can sort of jettison around and move quickly around the entire map in that game. You've really got the same sort of thing here, but to me, again, the more I played it, the more it started to feel kind of like a trend back toward, I don't know if I would say classic Halo per se, but it felt more like Halo, and I started to get a feel for the game. I started to get, decently good at it, and I've played Master Chief Collection pretty much nonstop for years now, and so I was really excited about that, and I was sad to see it get pulled from the store because it was just a limited flight, as they're calling it, as Microsoft is calling it. But I really did have a ton of fun with it. And if you had a chance to check it out, you were on a team with other live players, but you were playing against bots. And so the bots were actually super good and really scarily good, I guess. There were a lot of matches where I hardly could do anything because they were so quick to kill me when I got in and spawned into a map. But as I got better at it, it became more fun. And it just makes me that much more excited for Halo Infinite. And it is kind of a big relief because all of the delays with that and all of the sort of question marks surrounding that release, to me, this causes it to be tampered down a little bit. There's no telling what the actual campaign is going to be like, but the gameplay is good. It looks good to me. And again, I'm playing it on a Series S, and it looked phenomenal to me. I think it's great. So if you've checked it out, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. The other game that I've spent, I think, about 8 hours in now is Skyward Sword, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Switch. And I love it. I think I've talked about this in another video, but I really loved that game when it was released on Wii. A lot of people had gripes with the motion controls. That didn't really bother me that much. However, I do think the motion controls, at least for my hands, seem to work better on the Wii, or at least I guess I would say, or amend that to say that the Wii remote, I'm able to grip it better with the Wii than I am the Joy-Cons on the Switch. And I think it's just because the Joy-Cons are so small and I have kind of big hands that I just can never get the grip on them that I want. So I have opted to play that game using button controls, and it's great. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it, especially when it comes to rotating the camera and having to use the left trigger to switch from, waggling the sword with the right stick as opposed to rotating your field of view so you can see what's going on. There is a little bit of a learning curve there, but once you get into it and get used to it, it's awesome. To me, I think it's a game that everybody should give a shot at least once, even if it's just you going and picking up a copy for Wii for whatever reason. If you have a Wii and you don't want to spend $60 on the Switch port, you can do that and check it out. But I would recommend getting the Switch version. It looks great. It runs at 60 frames per second. It's very smooth. And once you get used to it, it's just a really fun, kind of linear, traditional Zelda dungeon game. And that's the sort of thing that I have been craving, right? And we haven't really had a whole lot of that, I don't think, post Breath of the Wild. And I love Breath of the Wild. That's one of my favorite games ever. But this sort of scratches that itch for me, and it's good to revisit it and play through it again, and I've just had a lot of fun with it. So anyway, those are some games I've been playing. Let me know what you've been playing. I'm sure there are tons of other stuff that I have to check out that I haven't had time to get into quite yet. I am going to see the new M. Night movie, Old. I guess newish. It's been out for a couple of weeks now this weekend, so I'll likely post a review of that. We'll see how time is looking with it. And then I also want to see Suicide Squad, which looks like a lot of fun. But anyway, let me know what you've been doing. Comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.